Hi, we're StudiRent, and today we're going to talk about all the advancements made in making your life easier. But first, let me introduce you to the team. We have Beate, Alexandre, Charlène, Maxime, Fatima, Aisha, Trish, and Ahmed, and all together, we are the team of StudiRent. So, today we'll just have a quick recap on how the problem was identified and what solution we found to counter this problem. Then we'll have a quick look at the communication strategy and the communication plan put in place, then to deep a little bit more into the operational procedures and processes that we've put in place. We'll have a quick look at our partners and resources that we used, and finally we'll analyze all the results of these 2 months of creation. So the first step when launching a new product or designing a new brand is conducting a market research. We did it online with 35 respondents, and this was aimed at understanding what were the needs of all the customers that we were targeting. What did they want, what did they expect, and what problems did they have when they were settling in a new city. And that is why this market research was conducted on such a large demographics and variety, and to understand all these. Now, let's see about all the analysis and what this market research gave us as terms of results.
So mostly of our respondents were studying in Montpellier, and one respondent out of 5 was an exchange student. So the majority of them moved out 2 to 4 times, approximately 1 time a year or after a study cycle. It was mainly for a 6-month duration. 50% of them spend less than €100 for their furnitures. Obviously, doesn't include the big furnitures such as a bed, for example. For everything, you have to count around €300. And most of them keep their furniture when moving, but a lot of them give or throw them away because they don't know what to do with it. So it's mostly the case for exchange students. And then there is a real willingness to rent. Whatever students from EIE or exchange student agree in renting household goods because it's make their life easier. So here are the products students are willing to rent. So it's pretty basic: plates, pan, cups, toaster, a microwave. And then for the living room, it can be a vacuuming machine, a lamp, an iron, a TV, chair, or a bed. Thanks to the marketing research, we designed an easy solution. Basically, when a student leaves his place, he gives us his furniture in exchange of a small amount of money. Then we will rent this furniture to new students arriving to Montpellier by signing a contract. It will obviously be cheaper than buying everything you need. StudiRent is a sustainable solution. It is economic and an affordable service. No need to buy, but only to rent at lower prices. It is convenient because we have easy payment modalities, and you just make a list of what you need, and we meet us at a pickup point to get it. It is eco-friendly because it gives a second life to items, and it reduces waste. Then it's easy to move out. You just have to bring the item you rented at the collection point. About the business model, our key partners are Maria Angel Ferrero, so mainly for the logistic supports and the mentoring she offered us. We have website donors, they provide us with items to rent. We have Mrs. Drone, who provide us with items to rent and donate us. Our key activities are to rent household appliances and to rent kitchen utensils. Our key resources are our website. About human resources, we have customer representatives, salespeople, community manager, and web developers. About the transportation, we use the tramway and personal cars, and we have donation. Our value proposition is to offer everyday household items in good condition and affordable. They are easy to collect at the arrival and to return on departure. our customer relationship. So we offer personal assistance with a customized service. A representative is dedicated to help a customer, and our customer are encouraged to share their experience with us. So you can see a sample on the appendix 7 about our customer segment. So we mainly focus on international students, from students outside of the area, like in this case the region Occitanie, and we focus on young people not willing to invest on non-vital items they're going to use for like 6 months and then not use it again because they already have it in their house. So about our channels, so for the communication, we have the website, we have social networks such as Facebook and Instagram, and we also have a YouTube channel. And yeah, our communication is mainly based on word of mouth because it's really focused on the EIE at the moment. About the distribution, so we have a strategic pickup point and drop point like at the EIE or city center. About our revenue stream, so we have a pricing strategy which is degressive pricing, sorry. So there is a possibility to have a discount depending on the number of item you rent and the amount of time. And we get revenues by signing renting contracts. So the payment deadline depends on the duration of the contract. About the cost structures, actually we only have the website fee and the cost related for the collection of items. About our pricing strategy, so our main objective is to be cheaper than products from Le Bon Coin or IKEA. So here you can see the market price found online.
And that for the method, we designed a four price formulas. We've tried them on several kind of products to see if they were fitting well. So the first option we offer is a daily price. That is the highest possible in terms of price per day ratio, and that's the one that is going to help us get the most benefits. We took the market price and decided to divide it by 30 to get this daily price. For example, let's take an example of the microwave. So the first line of the table you can see on the right. The market price, as seen on Le Bon Coin, as its reference price is 40 euros. So the renting price per day is going to be 40 divided by 30, which gives us €1.33 per day if you rent it on a daily basis. If you rent it on a weekly basis, the formula is going to be 30% of market price divided by 4, which gives us €3 for a week for the microwave. On the monthly price, we took 50% of the market price and divided it by 4, which gives us €5 per month for the microwave case. And finally, for the semester price, that's the cheapest option, that is 50% of market price, which gives us €20 for the semester. Now let's focus on the communication plan and communication strategy we set in place. It is very important for such a project to have a strong communication plan, as we are targeting directly students which are the most often pretty young. First communication aspect we have is a website. We launched a website on March 15, 2020. It's www.studirent.fr. It's online and still active. It is available in French and in English versions. On it, it is possible to find all the articles that we propose that are updated very regularly, with stocks being managed through the website. All the students and all the customers can receive a quotation for the items they want to rent and discuss the pickup and drop-off points. This website is also linked to our Gmail address, studdirent.montpellier@gmail.com. On the website you will also find all the contact information and the team's presentation. The product categories can be filtered by type or by price or even by availability. The second aspect of the communication plan is social networks, social media marketing, mainly Instagram and Facebook. We are on these two platforms. On Instagram, it's StudiRent Montpellier, and on Facebook, StudiRent Montpellier with space between. All the posts are advertisements with the videos, with all the pictures, advertisement posters that we produce, all the products for renting that are available every time we have a new product we post it on here, to then redirect people on the website to make sure that people have a full visibility on all the products that are available. And finally, we share customers' experiences, all that customers that rented from us and that are happy or that have something to say about their experience. The next point is the advertising video. We shot an advertising video for a week and a half. We designed the video and we shot it with the whole team. This video is available on all our social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and the website, and can explain in less than 1 minute how the system of StudiRent works and how it's easy to find products and to rent new products for your apartment or house. And finally, the last communication type is a little bit more formal. It's less digital because we're focusing students. We decided that it was still clever to have a paper version of our advertisement posted in schools. So we printed posters and published them in the IAE on the ground floor and on the second floor in very relevant places where all students go through, so we have a maximum visibility. This means the entrance of the amphitheater and the entrance of the IAE building. You might have seen it. It's still in it.
About our rental contracts, they are available in French and in English. As you can see, there is the possibility to rent daily, weekly, or monthly. Then we will ask for a deposit for our most important or expensive furniture, such as the microwave or the vacuum cleaner. And then there is the possibility of renting several objects at different time period. And there's the possibility of pickup and disposal at specific places determined by StudiRent and the tenant. And then you can see on the appendices 3 and 4 the following contract.
And for the rental management system, we chose to use Google Drive. This presents a lot of advantages. The first one being of putting every single file we have in the same place. For example, signed contracts are stored digitally on our Google Drive, and the whole team has access to all the contracts, so there is no risk of losing contracts, and no risk of sending twice the same contract. There's also a very important file for us called the inventory management file, and which is our master data file. This Excel file references all the items that we have on stock or not, and that we can rent or are already rented, and that helps to manage stock information and products information. On this we can find an item number, which is a unique number that helps us associate every single item to a very unique item that is going to be set on the contract, a description of the item, what item is it and which category does it fit in, and all these categories are set specifically, so it's very easy to find a specific product. Then we have the stock quantity information, how much of the product do we have in stock in total, and the rental prices and storage place that we'll see on the next slide. So we'll see that rental prices, which were the rental prices that was decided according to the duration of the rental, or also all the renting prices per week, per day, and per month, and also semestrial, as we said before. We also see the storage place, where is the product at the moment, where is it stored. Then we can see the client names and contact information, so phone number and email if we have them. Then we have all the information of who signed the contract, who initiated the contract in the team, with the start date of the contract and the end date of the contract. And finally, we can see the pickup and drop-off locations that were decided both by StudiRent and by the client. And finally, there's a quality check at the end of rental period and that we put on this file. The second big file that we have is called the accounting management file. It helps us manage all the accounting part of our rental system. We can see the item number and the item name back, which are the same that in the previous file. The total rental price that is to be paid with the client's name next to it, the amount that is already paid, the amount that is left to pay, and the payment date if everything was paid, with comments where we can put all the information about who collected the money, or if we granted any discounts, or if any money is still left to be paid.
Our partners are the cruise and the University of Montpellier, so we try to for collecting items with them. You can see in the appendix 5 and 6. Then we have Maria Angel Ferrero, our professor, so she's our mentor, which is our advisor on the project, and she's also a collection point partner. Finally, we have Mrs. Drone, who helped us with the use of internal resources to launch our project. She provides us with items to rent to start the project. Then about the resources, we found some online donation websites such as toutdonner.com or donum.organisation. We have physical resources such as paper boxes, so we use those boxes for the collection of the objects, the transport, and the rental of the items. Then about the housing equipment, so donation that were collected, and equipment borrowed by supporters. About the human resources, so we have the hard skills, which are video editing, such as like iMovie, website creation, we did on Wix, Photoshop and Excel soft, for example. And then about the soft skills, so we used a lot of negotiation, perseverance, and enthusiasm. About the intellectual property, so we copyrighted the ID and the website. We have a trademark on the logo, the name, and the color red on the Pantone scale red, which is 179C. About the video we created with iMovie and the website created with Wix. So the domain name is 19.99 euros a year, and the website launch, which is 14.40 euros a month.
So after seeing all these steps that we've put in place in creating this project, it's time to confront the results. So in a total of 1.5 months, 2 months of creation, we rented a total of 7 items with 4 different and unique clients, so 4 contracts being signed. In total, the total payable is of 12.29 euros, but we actually received 11.75 euros already, so we're still missing a small part. We spoke about our communication plan. On our Facebook account, we have 30 followers. On our Instagram account, we have 40 followers. And the website, which was launched, let's remember, on March 15th, so it's less than 2 weeks ago, already generated 45 unique visits as a website traffic. So it's pretty good for such a small amount of time. And the advertising video that was published on all the social media platforms was viewed 30 times already. So those are good results for a 2-week operational time. They're very good and very, very promising in terms of future evolutions. Then let's have a quick look to conclude this presentation about the appendixes that we talked about in this presentation. So the first appendix here is a link to the questionnaire and the link to the rental management file that you can go check out to see how it worked and how we got all this information. These are open to everyone, so you can still see all the information. And the second appendix is the student rental contract that we designed. This is the English version, and this is a French version. Then we have in this appendix all the emails that we exchanged with the crews to ask them to be able to put boxes in their residences as a collection point of items. Unfortunately, that did not work because the crews already have a kind of this system for their own students. But at least we tried to put boxes, and we're still partnering with them. This next appendix is the email that was sent to the University of Montpellier and to the IAE to put a box inside of the IAE or inside the university, sorry, and to act as a collection point as well. And finally, this last appendix is a screenshot of the website, but these testimonials can also be found on our social media platforms. Those are two customers that we had, Rita and Francis, that talked about their experience with StudiRent. Rita saying that the StudiRent team is professional and great. They delivered me the same day, and they even offered me some goodies. Their prices are so affordable. StudiRent is a lifesaver for all the students. And Francis saying that there is a good service that is really useful, and that he is glad that this service exists. So these are all the appendixes, and this is all for the presentation. Thanks a lot for listening, and stay tuned with StudiRent. Thank you, guys.